Hi, and welcome to Carolina Varsity's look at the 2013 season. We're previewing week 4, and this is the part 2 video. I'm Dale Ross.
I'm the pet man, Mallard. And we're going to take a look at the other big game in the city this week. And it's on a Friday, so that's convenient. Mallard Creek's going to go over to Charlotte Catholic and play over at Keffer Stadium. Quick keys for both of these teams. I think the key for Catholic in this one, I think you got to defend the pass real well and mix up your coverages. I think Mallard Creek's going to come out and they know they can run the ball. I think they're going to come out and try to throw the ball and maybe get Catholic down and get ahead where they can run the ball and kind of try to put the game away. Catholic in the past has had problems with the pass, and they still have shown that against Northwestern, obviously, 2 weeks ago. I think Brand will take a look at that tape and try to mirror some things Northwestern did and try to keep his passing game going after they had some success last week with Barry. The key for Mallard Creek in this one, every time you play Catholic, I feel like a broken record. I mean, you got to stop Elijah Hood. I think it'll be interesting to see how Mallard Creek and Coach Palmieri chooses to play the wing team. Of course, they haven't seen it that often, throughout their history, but they definitely got the guys to be able to play it well, to where it won't be foreign to them and they won't know their assignments and such. So I expect them to play it, pretty well.
Right. Well, which side of the ball do we talk about first? We'll talk about Catholic first. I think Catholic's job on offense should be ball control, which you do well, and you need to do that in this ball game. The best defense is a good offense that can keep the other team's offense off the field. So you need to shorten the game. Just ball control. Give the ball to Hood, but you got to find somebody else. I don't think these are going to be the hardest hits you've taken all season, I believe. So you're going to probably need to find somebody else to get the ball to. If I'm Catholic, I would go to that tight end pass, a little bit more than what we've seen. Defensively, it's going to be tough. I agree, you're going to have to defend the pass. I think Mallard Creek, and my suggestion would be, is going to be to attack the edges. Again, they're going to hit you at that D gap a lot. So you're going to need to be able to contain there. Try to force things inside. That's your best bet on defense. Of course, the offense shortening the game for their offense, extending your amount of time you got the ball. That's going to limit their opportunities to score, keep the score down because you don't want to get in a foot race with them.
Oh, definitely.
So for Mallard Creek, shock and all. That's me. That's what I would come out with on offense. I would get this game as fast as I can, out front as fast as I could, and make Catholic catch up with me. If Catholic drives and doesn't score, you come out and you score and you score. Try to force Catholic into throwing the ball. Then the game's over, in my opinion. So, I'm going to hit the edges, Pittman. I'm going to throw the ball. Catholic's going to be somewhat prepared. They're good position, smart kids, but, shock and awe is what that would be my offensive plan. Whatever you got that can just get that game at as fast a pace as possible, that's going to work in your favor. On defense, try to force everything inside on Hood. I'm going to put 8 guys in the box, maybe 9. Catholic's not, Catholic may come out and try to spread you. Coach Odo told me one time their playbook's big. They got all the plays, they just don't run them. So, he knows all the plays of the spread and everything. The man knows offense, and, all their guys over there understand offense because they have to defend against it. But they may try to spread the field. And that might not be a bad idea, try to open up gaps and give Hood more to run at.
If they spread the field, I might have a heart attack.
Yeah, but that might be a good game plan. Open up the gaps. Don't let them stack that box. But definitely, I'd commit 8 to the run. Is what I would do. Maybe 9. cover 2 and 9 or something like that on defense and just stop Hood. And I think personally, I think that Mallard Creek's got a good shot at stopping Hood. Somebody made a comment that this would be like their championship game, only Mallard Creek's bigger, faster, stronger, and that's probably true. That's probably a good statement. So, good ball game Friday night for some of you.
Get there early if you've never been to Catholic.
Exactly.
Parking is crazy.
Oh my gosh, exactly. You Mallard Creek fans that decide to go, if you can't, just park across the street near the McDonald's and walk across. It's going to be hard to park inside.
All right, we're going to take a look at East Meck at Harding. It's a Thursday night game. Big game for Harding. They're 2-0 coming in. East Meck's 0-3. I think the key for Harding is going to be defending the pass. East Meck's going to throw it. They're going to throw it. They're going to throw it some more. You got to get pressure on the quarterback. He's actually, not that bad of a thrower when he's given some time. Harding has not defended the pass much so far this season, so the secondary will be tested. I think the key for East Meck, Harding's gonna run that pistol wing T. You got to be able to slow down the sweep Harding runs off of that wing T. Number 11 for Harding, Britton King, usually is the one when they put him in motion, he'll run that sweep. And like I said, like Dale said before, it's on the film, so I'm not giving away any secrets.
So we're talking jet sweep or buck sweep?
Jet sweep.
Jet sweep.
Yeah. You're gonna have to be able to contain that because Harding will run that, run it until you stop it. That's their philosophy. Pretty much here it is. If you can stop it, you can stop us. If you can't, we're gonna keep running it.
Right.
So East Meck's gonna have to be able to stop the run. Last week they did a decent job in the first half against North Meck, but the second half North Meck came out and pounded them. So they're going to get tested there again.
Well, I agree with all of what you say. I think a key would be the defensive line to be able to put pressure on the East Meck quarterback, obviously. Especially if your secondary is questionable. Don't let the quarterback have the opportunity to make his reads and throws or make him make rush decisions. So defensive line needs to step their ball game up. This is an opportunity for Harding to go 3-0. I think they've got a good opportunity. Harding's given up some points, but they're scoring some points. And if you look on the flip side, East Meck is, that 22 points against Providence kind of tells me that they can score some points in this ball game. So you're gonna have to contain him. I don't know much about the Harding run game, but I do know Harding history, etc. And they'll have kids that everything that they run is going to work to get them into space out on the edges, so that they can use their athleticism to make plays. So you got to kind of limit that. Either stretch the field or force it inside. They're not big, so. You force things inside. Of course, I'll say this, and East Meck's probably not big either. So, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Good luck.
Good luck.
All right, we'll take a look at Berry going up to A.L. Brown. A.L. Brown coming off the 7-0 victory over Weddington. They're going to face a team that's not as good this week in Berry, but more athletic. So the key for A.L. Brown is don't get beat deep. Berry likes to run some motion misdirection type things to get you to come up, and then they'll hit you with the deep ball over the top. So you got to be disciplined, play your assignment, don't get caught looking in the backfield, and you'll kind of limit what Berry likes to do on their deep shots. The key for Berry, you got to be able to block up front. A.L. Brown had 7 sacks last week against a good Weddington team that had been throwing the ball, really well. So you got to be able to contain those defensive ends and give your quarterback time to make some plays down the field.
Right. So I'm gonna say for A.L. Brown on defense, push the line, because that is always one of the weaker points for Berry. Push the line. You're gonna have to though defend the edges. So while you're going to need to apply pressure inside, you're gonna have to defend the edges because, like Petman says, Barry's whole thing's gonna be, again, they have athletes and a very athletic team. It's yet to be seen whether it's going to equal that team of a couple of years ago, but it certainly is the same type of team. When we saw the Dawson and Hopper and all of those come through, this is the same kind of class that they have. So they've got athletes, and they're going to work to get them into space. So you have to defend the edges and pressure up front. That's the big key thing. And apparently in your Weddington game, you were able to do that. On offense, I think the best thing going for Barry's going to be to do exactly what we said, and that's to get their players into space. Line's going to have to hold just a little bit to allow that stuff to happen. But get your players into space quickly, so maybe some quick passes, deep snaps, and quick passes into the flat to let those guys work around. Make those corners come up and press, and then maybe you might be able to get something. For A.L. Brown, on offense, I think the biggest thing about what I just mentioned about Barry, they're young. Yeah, but
Right.
A.L. Brown's young, so my thoughts were going to be to try to shock them because youth has a hard time responding to that. I have a feeling that because it's a Coach Newsom team, they're going to be a fairly disciplined team versus a youth, maybe less disciplined team. So Barry's going to have to contain not turnovers, but penalties to not kill drives.
Right.
So. It'll be an interesting game for you guys to see a little bit of talent up at Kannapolis.